Welcome to eWay-CRM Podcasts, podcasts from the world of CRM, business, and entrepreneurship. In today's article called How to Eat an Elephant, we will present the basic steps for taking off with your business. Make some time for listening to this podcast and thinking. It will pay off. Are you starting your own business? Have you found yourself in a situation looking to grow? We are happy to share our experiences that will help you follow the right systematic steps. From time to time, it is important to look back and make sure you're going the right way. After all, that is what all of us want, to progress effectively. We lead you through 5 basic steps which we find crucial. Firstly, each and every company has to select its mission, the direction they plan to follow. The second step is to define the vision, a more particular goal. The third step is to analyze your current situation. The fourth stage is designing a strategy. And the fifth and final step is the realization itself. Ready? Let's do this. Step 1. The company mission. At the very beginning of our process, we need to ask some easy yet important questions. Why is this business important to me? How should my work help my clients and other relevant parties? Close your eyes for a moment and try to focus. Give it 10 minutes. Sit down on a bench or simply turn off the motor of your vehicle. Or you can leave your eyes open and think while driving your car. Why do you do the thing you do? Why do you want to do it? Do you wish to help families build new homes? Do you want to teach people how to dress? Or is it your desire to supply the world with a reliable and safe source of alternative energy? Don't be humble. Be brave enough to dream. Take your time. Finished? Do you have an answer? Excellent. Now write it down. Because this is your mission. Think of it as a lighthouse in a harbor. A point you are trying to reach while swimming in the wild sea. The lighthouse is very important because it helps you keep your direction. Sooner or later, problems will appear as well as temptations and dilemmas, but if you remind yourself of the mission from time to time, you'll get back on the right track. Because you know that your mission is what makes you successful. Carve your mission in stone, or considering the century we live in, write it on your website. Step 2. The company vision. A vision is more specific than a mission. We can describe it as a long-term goal. A vision is an answer to the question, what do I wish to achieve in the far future? The vision can even be a bit unattainable so that the desire to reach it pushes you forward. We can imagine the vision as the final point of our path. If we set a low goal, our path will be short. We can take our time and we will still reach it. We have no motivation to go faster or to think of shortcuts that take us to the end more effectively. If we set a big goal, we have to make a huge effort to at least come close to it. That's why setting a big goal helps us achieve big things. Try to think and find the vision of your business. The founders of Airbnb desired to create a business where people could find affordable housing and feel at home in new places. The idea of convincing people to stay in a stranger's home or allow strangers to stay in their home was quite unusual. Not only did they have to tackle the challenges of being a new business, but they also had to convince potential clients to be open to an entirely new concept. Today, Airbnb is one of the leading hospitality businesses on the market. What is our vision? At eWay-CRM, we wish to become the leading CRM system worldwide. That's a bold goal for sure. What's yours? Again, take your time and think about where you want to lead your business. A company without a vision is a company without soul, but most importantly, without a future. Step 3. Analyzing the current status. Great. Now you know why you're on the market and where you're trying to go. It's time to move forward. You need to look around and realize where you are at as well as where others are at. It's important to make two analyses, an external and internal analysis. In the external one, you will get to know your competitors, clients, and suppliers. In the internal one, you will look into the mirror. Let's do it. Firstly, analyzing the environment. For analyzing the environment, we are going to use Porter's 5 forces. It focuses on 5 key subjects that have an impact on your business. These consist of competitive rivalry, threats of new entry, supplier power, buyer power, and threats of substitution. It's not as difficult as it may sound. Take a piece of paper and a pen, or OneNote if you wish. Anything where you can write things down. Let's do this. The first force, competitive rivalry. Answer the questions about your competitors. Who are they? How many are there? How big and strong are they? What are the prices of their products or services? What does the client get for their money? How will you differentiate yourself from them? The second force, threats of new entry. Think about what things keep other companies from starting the business that you want to do. What are the barriers of new entry? If you are a scientist and have a patent, the barriers are pretty high. Your competitors have to buy your patent or think of their own solution. And for new subjects, that isn't easy. Barriers are not just about a know-how or a patent. Lacking a prime location, finances, or even small efforts in customer service, such as a smile, can make a big difference. You'd be surprised by the number of new businesses starting up without a positive approach. It's harder than it seems. However, a smile is a brilliant thing that can differentiate you from your potential competitors. The third force, supplier power. Who will be your suppliers? Are they reliable companies? Do they have the capacity needed? Can they be replaced if necessary? If the suppliers get in trouble, can it threaten my business? And if so, how? Don't underestimate your suppliers and choose them wisely. You are now creating strategic partnerships that should last for years. The fourth force, buyer power. Who will be your clients? What are their needs and expectations? How many are there? How big is their buyer power? You will surely ask yourself even more questions, and that's fine. You need to know your clients really well. The fifth force, threat of substitution. It may seem that substitution products are the same thing as competition, but that's not entirely true. Substitution products are products the customer can use instead of yours, even though they may come from a completely different area. For example, if you run a taxi service, a substitution product is the customer's own car, public transportation, or a bike. If you had a service such as Spotify, a substitution product would be the radio or a choir next door. You have to know the substitution products of your product because to a certain extent, these are and will be competitors. Once we look around a bit, we will find out that there are loads of competitors and that the demand may not be as strong as it seemed. At this moment, there often comes sobriety, fear, and doubts. Don't give up. Be strong. When you really want something, it will come true. Secondly, internal analysis. We have completed the analysis of environment, and now it's time to look at ourselves. The imaginary look into the mirror can be performed by using a tool called SWOT. It focuses on analyzing 4 aspects. These are your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The acronym SWOT consists of the first letters of these 4 words. For an internal analysis, you really do need a pen and paper. First, divide your paper into fourths, using 1 horizontal and 1 vertical line. You will name the individual parts as follows. Write strengths into the upper left corner. The upper right corner will be labeled as weaknesses. Opportunities will go to the bottom left one and threats to the bottom right. In every section, write down the items that belong there. Be sure to mention only important things which have a real impact on your business. Leave the marginal ones out. Some examples of strengths can be unique know how, positive references, low overheads, no debts, nice product design, etc. Into the weaknesses section, write things such as weak marketing, long delivery time, lack of qualified workers, and so on. What belongs to the opportunities? A growing demand, expansion into new markets, or launching a new product. Among threats should be some potential problems such as frequent legislative changes, a new competitor, or rising of the currency value. You can carry this out by yourself, or you can brainstorm with others. Sometimes it's good to know the opinions of people around you. They can give you relevant feedback regarding the items you have written down. Finally, the analysis has to be evaluated. If the majority of items are under strengths and opportunities, you are on the right path. If there are more weaknesses and threats, think twice before you continue. If you still choose to continue, create a set of strategic steps based on your SWOT analysis to use your opportunities and strengths while eliminating your weaknesses and threats. The fourth step, strategy. You know why you're on the market and what you want to do because you have a mission. You know where you wish to get because you have a vision. You know the environment you are in and you know your situation because you have done an analysis of the current status. It's time for the second to last step, choosing the right strategy. You know what you want to do and what your status is now. Let's determine the strategy. A strategy offers a solution to accomplish your mission and vision while facing all your challenges on the way. So, how are we going to do this? Let's use the three generic strategies, also by Michael Porter. Neither of the three models is better or worse. Each of them is used by a bunch of successful companies. The important thing is consistency. You need to choose one model and stick to it. Don't change it when meeting with the first obstacle. And what models are we actually talking about? Cost leadership, differentiation, and focus. Let's have a look. First model, the cost leadership strategy. You will be the cheapest. You will focus on keeping your overheads and prices as low as possible, and therefore, you will win. Your products don't need to be the prettiest ones. You don't need to offer the best services or the highest quality. You will simply have the best prices. Among companies with such a strategy, you would find Spirit Airlines, Walmart, or Cricket Wireless. They work to provide the most affordable products and services to customers. With the cost leadership strategy, you must keep your eyes wide open all the time. Sooner or later, there will appear a competitor who offers the product or service even cheaper. Therefore, you must keep working on increasing your effectivity. Second model, the differentiation strategy. You will find something that can differentiate you from the competition, a feature, a characteristic, an additional service, anything. It should be something that can't be easily copied. As soon as the competition finds out that you are better in something, they will try to copy you. What can the difference be about? It can be a longer product warranty. It can be a CRM and Outlook in a world where 90% of CRMs are web-based. Or you can offer free shipping in the times when eShops almost charge customers even for picking up goods at their branch office. Third model, the focus strategy. You will focus on a specific segment of clients. You will tailor your product or service to a specific market segment or group of clients. You will target fewer people, but that makes you more effective. What can you focus on? A good example can be ties.com. There are many online retailers that sell neckties. However, because the sole concentration of ties.com is on one fashion product, they specialize in that area, and customers old and potential know that. Therefore, customers continue to give the company their business because they believe they are getting the best service in that area. A focus strategy allows you to make every small detail of your product or service perfect. The only thing you need to do is listen to your clients. Their needs will resemble. This way, you can focus on details and offer first-class quality. So, which strategy will you choose? Will you offer the cheapest product? Or do you have an idea for how to differentiate your product from others? Maybe you will focus on a particular market segment. As soon as you've decided, there is just one last step. The fifth step, realization. You have all the information you need. The time has come to roll up your sleeves and get to work. That is the last and most difficult step. How to begin? Determine your midterm goals. Each goal must be blended into smaller tasks, and those small tasks have to be divided into even smaller ones. Let's use an example. Your goal will be, in 2 years, my website will have 3,000 unique hits per month. But wait, you don't have a website. So, what needs to be done in order to accomplish that goal? As we said, your goals need to be divided into small individual pieces. Using the example with a website, the pieces might be the following. Firstly, I will have launched the website by the beginning of summer. Secondly, I will have set up PPC by the end of August. Thirdly, I will have found a person to take care of SEO by the end of September. Fourthly, I will have filmed educational videos about my product and I will have them posted on YouTube by the end of the year, and so on and so on. It's necessary to divide big goals into specific tasks, which are as small as possible. That's what it's all about, cutting bigger goals into small ones and those into even smaller ones. Sometimes this is referred to as eating the elephant. Of course, this is not possible as an elephant is truly a huge animal. It doesn't even fit into a person's mouth. But if you keep cutting it and eating it little by little, it will do to take tiny little bites. And one day, you will find that you have eaten the whole elephant. You've been listening to an eWay-Podcast. The article was written by Jan Lilinski, the founder and CEO of eWay-CRM, spoken by Cliff Coma.